What's up, guys? This is Rise, and welcome to another video. The Great League Remix Cup is here, and I've got some battles with a cool team featuring Diggersby, who is the #1 ranked Pokemon in this meta. If you have a Diggersby, I highly encourage you to utilize it. The team I'm running here is Jellicent, Cresselia as a safe swap, and Diggersby in the back. We've really fortunate lead in this first game against the Dugong. Really good lead for us. We're going to resist everything, and we're going to be dealing some heavy neutral damage here. But yeah, Diggersby, when it doesn't have to worry about things like Azumarill, Machamp, it's going to be a lot more effective. Altaria is gone. A lot of its biggest threats in the meta are gone, and it is going to be roaming around a lot more free. So this is a pretty awesome lead for me. And now you're going to see I'm going to farm this down all the way. And I'm not going to let all this energy go to waste against something. So whatever comes in, I'm most likely going to swap here since I've been triple debuffed. And it's a Mandibuzz. Mandibuzz, another popular pick in this Remix Cup meta. And I swapped my Cresselia, and even though this isn't a good matchup for Cresselia, it can hold its own with Moonblast, which is why I love Cresselia as a safe swap, because its worst counters are typically Dark types, and Dark types are going to have to respect this Moonblast damage that Cresselia gets to rather quickly because of the fast energy generation of Psycho Cut. So that's why Cresselia, I think, is one of the best safe swaps in the game. It does get walled by Steel types, but it's so tanky that oftentimes it can hold its own better than you think. And I'm actually going to commit both shields here because I really want to get off this second Moonblast. And now I'm going to be able to dip into my Diggersby after I get this off, because I threw 8 turns versus 9 turns, so I knew it wasn't CMP. And now moves are going to come in, and it's a battle of the tanks. And the opponent actually makes a mistake there. They actually area laced me instead of foul play, so they got their typings confused for a sec. But yeah, this one is the fact that he's not switching tells me he's probably weak to this in the back, and I'm pretty confident that my Diggersby is going to be able to sweep here. The opponent's going to stay in. They're going to keep chipping away, and remember, I still have 100 energy on my Jellicent, so I have a Shadow Ball and a Bubble Beam loaded for whatever's in back. And at this point, my opponent realized they were not winning this game, so they surrender. A nice win there in game 1. My elo currently, at the start of this video, it's around 2,600. But after my first day of Remix, I actually went 16-4 during Remix. So yeah, there you see 2666. So I'm actually back up in the 2,800s. I tanked quite a bit intentionally for Go Battle Night to try and get better Q times, and then during Go Battle Night I just tanked. Like, I wasn't trying to tank, I just played bad and had a lot of hard counters, so I felt like 200 points. So this team, we had a terrific lead, as you saw. Jellicent against Reggie, they swapped into a Sableye, and Diggersby is a really solid answer to Sableye because you're going to be double resisting the Shadow Claw damage, so the fast move damage is pretty much doing nothing to Diggersby. And this team is quite weak to Sableye in the lead. So if you see a Sableye in the lead, I would suggest probably just staying in and trying to get a shield, and then like maybe switching and dancing around, or just sacking your Jellyfish, and then they might come in with something and give up switch advantage and try and go from there. But yeah, Sableye in the lead definitely would be tough for this team. In the back, it's fine if you can line it up with Diggersby, because you saw pretty comfortable there. And then I was so confused here. The opponent comes in with the Registeel against my Diggersby. I'm like, what the heck is in back? Are they triple weak to Diggersby? I was so confused. And in comes Wiggles. And I'm like, okay, I guess this makes sense. They just wanted to me to expend energy so they can try and just 2-shield charm everything down, but that's not going to happen. Cresselia is so tanky that, like, you're not going to charm it down very easily. Cresselia is going to get to at least 3 moves before you're able to charm it down. At this point, I was thinking double grass knot might be enough, so I go for a grass knot here. I realize it does a little bit less than half of what the Wiggly had, so I just go for Moonblast to play it safe, because I know Moonblast should KO, since it does more than grass knot. Takes out the Wiggly. I was going to combo play and Fire Punch there since I had it loaded, but the opponent surrendered. Only surrenders in this set. Everybody is surrendering. Maybe I'll surrender. We'll see. But going into the next one, a fun team. Also rocking the Bidoof hat. If you guys, let me know if you guys like the Bidoof hat in the comments. Anyone else rocking it like me? A terrible lead against a Haunter. This thing can pretty much sweep through my Jelly and my Crest, so I kind of have to stay in. I'm actually going to let this go because I knew it was a punch. And check this out. My opponent, they swap in a Snorlax to catch my Bubble Beam. They probably thought it was going to be a Shadow Ball. Luckily, it was a Bubble Beam. And you see, I come in with the Crest against the Snorlax. And someone watching this video is probably thinking, Rise, why would you swap your Cresselia into a Snorlax? Cresselia is a Psychic type. It's going to take super effective damage from the licks. Whereas, you could have swapped in Diggersby. Diggersby's a normal type. It's going to double resist the licks. And I'd be saying, you know what? Normally, Heather, you'd be right. But in this situation, my Cresselia really wants to avoid that Haunter. And I need my Diggersby to take care of the Haunter. So I'm saving my Diggersby for the Haunter. Back comes the Hauntmeister, the evil ghost. I'm going to Moonblast it to get a shield. I aggressive swap, I'm up a shield, and it comes a Shadow Machamp, and I'm like, oh man, this is over. Or is it? I'm going to shield, I have to shield. This would do a lot of damage. And I'm going for the big bait. Come on. Give me the shield, champ. I get the shield, and at this point, I'm like, okay, I think I can win this game. Got a shield, obviously. This is going to do way more than anything a Haunter can throw. I throw one more just to try and get to my Fire Punch quicker, because I know I can take a Shadow Punch, but I can't take a Sludge Bomb or a Shadow Ball. Even though it's resisted, it would just do too much. I'm just hoping this is a punch. It is. And yeah, it doesn't even do half of what I had. The double resisted punch does basically nothing. And Diggersby sweeps in the back, takes out a Shadow Machamp up a shield. How about that? Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. You know, Diggersby probably, it probably technically beats Machamp in the one shield. If, because it might be able to live that cross chop barely and get to the Earthquake. Who knows? That'd be insane. This was a crazy team I went up against. So we got an XL Grimer, XL Kanto Grimer. And I was thinking, like, what moves this thing? No, I knew that it knows Mud Bomb, but I wasn't sure if it knew any dark type moves like Dark Pulse or Crunch. And fortunately, I know shield that it's only a Mud Bomb. I'm just going to go straight for a Bubble Beam here to put some pressure on, see if they want to let it go. And in comes a Kanto Muck. So they got the Muck family. I was tempted to shield here to get off my Shadow Ball, but I realized I had a Diggersby, so I thought I was best suited just letting it go. I've got a really solid counter here. In comes a Seismitoad. I just go for the Earthquake because I know I'm either going to get a shield or I'm going to do a lot of damage. I get a shield. In comes Crest, and this game's over. But our opponent's going to play it out. Look how angry the Toad looks. And he's going to keep throwing muddy waters at us. These battles I was playing on stream, and at this point I was like, I can't believe you've done this. Muddy water. Absolutely dreadful. It's rubbish, innit? Seismitoad. Sorry. Not a very good accent. The only reason I'm throwing a Moonblast here is just so I can get my switch clock up. And that allows me to catch this move. Otherwise, my Crest would have eaten a Dark Pulse, which would have been fine because I still had 2 shields, but sorry. I'm yawning. My apologies. I'm not. This is exciting. These are exciting battles. It's just late for me. I'm going to bed after this. But I needed to get this video up because I thought these were some fun battles. Remix Cup. I'm showing off my Season 2 pose. Saying, what you gonna... I'm wearing a Bidoof hat. What you gonna do about it? To my next opponent. And I think that was 4 wins in a row, right? Can we get the 5-0? Or will we get hard countered? Will Niantic take our 5-0 away from Tree Bob? The best player of all time. Just kidding. I'm not sure who Tree Bob is. Good lead. In comes a Jelly. And I try and catch a Shadow Ball, and I unsuccessfully catch a Shadow Ball. And they Ice Beam me. So that's like worst case scenario. That's like worst case scenario. Because I could have stayed in and got off my Shadow Ball first. But now, because this Jelly has Ice Beam, this is like a very even matchup. And they started with a big energy lead. So now I'm in like a kind of tough situation. They're going to Ice Beam me. I'm down a shield now, which is not good, especially when you've got a Nidoqueen on the other side. Nidoqueen's really dangerous when it has shield advantage because it's just so oppressive. I go for the Fire Punch here because I didn't want to eat the Ice Beam. I wasn't sure if it was going to KO me or not. I take it out, in comes a Goon, and I'm just like, oh, I'm about to get swept by an Obstagoon. G to the G, Rise. It was nice knowing you. Cross Chop takes out my Dig dog. And now it's all up to Cress, but Cresselia down a shield is not going to be able to win this matchup. Especially when the Obstagoon gets a boost. Especially when it gets a boost. I'm baiting here with Grass Knot because I figure they like half the shield. And you could argue like, Rise, why didn't you try and catch on your Jelly? You know, if I catch on my Jelly, I don't think that does me much good because I only have Bubble Beam there. And they could just, I think they sweep me anyway, even if I don't catch on Jelly. So I surrender. I surrender to the Goon, the Almighty. If I'm going to lose, at least I lost to an Obstagoon that boosted. Actually, yeah, if it didn't boost, I might have still had a chance because I would have survived and I would have gotten to the Moonblast. So I actually would have won unless my opponent caught the Moonblast on their Nidoqueen. So actually, I might have been able to win that if it wasn't for the boost. But Poliwhirl's dancing. We're going to try and catch him. And that brings us to nearly the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I've got another really cool team coming for you tomorrow. So stay tuned for that one. Make sure to send me your Remix Cup battles if you've gotten some success with any unique Pokemon. I've got a pretty unique Pokemon that I'm going to be showing you guys tomorrow that you may have not thought of to use, and actually went 9-1 with it. There you see my Elo. Back into the 2700s. We did reach Legend if you saw that video, but we're down quite a bit since then. Hopefully they come out with leaderboards at some point this season, and I can try and work my way back up there. But yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. Remix Cup has been fun so far. I'm looking forward to doing some more. Uh-oh. We're getting a sneak peek. Oh, that's it. That's it for the footage. But yeah, once again, thank you guys very much for watching. Some announcements. I am going to have a different type of content coming on Friday. I was actually reached out to a large member of the Pokemon content community, not necessarily Pokemon Go in particular, but a big member of the Pokemon content creator community reached out to me about potentially doing some sort of series, and I thought it'd be a cool opportunity to try and expand my content. So it'll be part 1 of a 4-part series. It'll only be 1 video per week, in addition to my typical Pokemon Go content. So well, hopefully that video does well. That'd be awesome. But if not, it'll be a good test to see how it performs. And I think there was one more thing I wanted to say, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. So I guess we're going to have to tease it for next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe. And all that said, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.